What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So yesterday I went out with my buddy Alex to a meet out in the 831, and it was Respect's most birthday vlog extension meet. His birthday was last week, but he carried it on to a different city to get rowdy. So it was crazy. It went off for a cool minute, and then, you know, cop broke up the first spot, second spot, and then there was a third spot, but we went home. So right now I'm gonna be headed to the post office, and I'm gonna be dropping off all of these purchases for Built to Drive stickers. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys bought a ton of them as soon as the video went live, and I have about 20 more to go. So if you guys want to grab yourself a Built to Drive sticker, be sure to hit the description below for all the information needed to get yourself one or more stickers. And right now I just got to go get stamps, and I'm gonna drop these off. I'm also gonna head to Office Depot to grab a stamp press ink thing, because I've been writing my PO box and all of the return address, and it gets pretty tiring. So I'm gonna go get one of those so I can just press it every time I send something out. As soon as I pressed play, Chris Soul. Who's Chris Soul?
Dana?
Who this?
Chris?
Chris who? So I just got off the phone with my buddy Chris, and I have not seen Chris in a lot of years. And cool story is, the thermal R&D exhaust system that's on this car, the 3-inch, he gave it to me many years ago for my EF sedan, because he upgraded to 4-inch, I believe, and he gave me the full 3-inch exhaust for my turbo EF sedan build. So it was nice to kind of talk to him a little bit, but they have a car for me. So one of his buddy, which is moving out of town, and he's not going to be taking a car with him, so they reached out to see if I want the car for the channel. And I actually would love another car for next year other than EF, but I told him to give me some information about the car, some statuses. And again, I don't know if you guys know, but this was supposed to be a 2018 build, and you know, be done, hit goals, and sell it. So 2019 is approaching real soon, and I have some plans for this car to get it back to the track before the year ends, so that way we can have it up for sale or whatever it is that I'm gonna do to get this out of my possession, so we can continue with a new build for 2019. Right here, I went to Office Depot. Man, I have not been there in over like a decade. I went to 7-Eleven to get some nibbles. I got some bubble wrap envelope. I'm gonna be using this for the 4-banger keychain for when I decide how to do this giveaway, and have that on deck for when I do pick several winners for key tags. And I got some more envelopes for stickers, because I was jacking all of my dad's. I got this little stamp, what is this, stamp kit, which would help me do my return address instead of writing them all by pen one by one. Got some stamps, shipped out a bunch of you know, stickers out earlier, and I don't know, some tape. I thought I needed some tape for something, but I bought that too. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as today. I'm going to tinker a little bit more with the disc brake conversion, and I spoke to Joe earlier. He's going to be dropping off his wagon for tomorrow's transmission swap job, but I may start it tonight, because he's dropping it off tonight. He's gonna be out of town tomorrow, that's why he's dropping it off tonight instead of tomorrow. So I may just start it tonight and finish it tomorrow. If you guys don't know, I sold Joe a B16 transmission because he has an LS transmission in his car that has a mess up differential, and I sold that to him like a month ago, and I think this video may just turn into a transmission swap job. I went to the post office earlier, and I forgot this stuff right here. Now, I know you guys been asking me about the stuff that I pulled out of the EG, and I specifically said, like, guys, don't ask me about it until it's officially up for sale. My information, my Instagram, my social media, everything is in the description below. My for sale Instagram is Static Service, and everything that's going to be up for sale will be on there. And then, like I said, the stuff that I'm going to be giving away, I'm still trying to figure out how to go about doing so. But the steering wheel quick release and hub, as well as the spoon mirrors. I am actually going to give this to a kid. I got a little bit of his backstory, and you know, I feel for it. And he's a young kid. He's trying his best to, you know, come into this hobby and build something in remembrance of a person that passed. So I'm gonna be sending this out to him, and you guys will figure it out once they get it, because they're kinda not really on YouTube, but his face is there. You guys will see it when he receives the package. But I gotta find a box so I can pack these sucker up. I'm gonna take all of this apart so the box is not gonna be ginormous where it's gonna cost me a ton of money to you know, ship it out. But I'm gonna pack this up, get this ready, and then, like I said, I'm just waiting for Joe to slide through with his car, and we'll get tearing into that. All right, guys, so it's about 8 o'clock right now, and Joe and Kat just dropped off their wagon right here. If you guys remember this from a couple months ago, we drove far out to pick it up, and we're gonna be swapping a B16 tranny to replace the LS transmission with a messed up diff. But right now it's kind of hot, so I'm not really gonna touch it unless I decide to stay out here a little bit longer. Maybe the engine can be cooled down with, you know, this cold ass air we got going on. This job is actually meant for tomorrow, but because Joe is fishing tomorrow with his girl, he decided to drop off the car right now. So I can start it on now, start it tomorrow, I don't know, we'll figure it out in a minute here. I'm just chilling here in the garage, hanging out with my cousin right here, Alan.
Guys.
And if you guys ever wondered the beat that I use in some of my time lapse, and a lot of you guys have been asking me about whose beat it was and where you can get it, my cousin actually was the one that made that beat. He actually produces his own music and his own instrumentals and everything to, you know, go with his music. So I don't know if you want to get a download link going on for it somewhere, or you know,
just been sleeping on my music. When I do come out with some new stuff, I'll probably link Dana with that. But for right now, I'll just keep it low key. But
you kind of do have some stuff out. So you have like you have a SoundCloud?
I do have a SoundCloud, Alan Lem Music.
I'll put that in the description below. You guys can check it out. I mean, he's been off and on. He's, you know, been working, just living life as it goes, and the music kind of on his free time when he's off of work and stuff like that, or when he's not tired. But he's been doing it since he was 14, or even longer, maybe. Yeah, it's probably over a decade already. So if you guys want to check out some of his music, man, go listen to it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and maybe we'll have him make some new beats later so we can stop using the same one over and over, although you guys enjoy it. But let's get some new stuff going on for the time-lapse videos so you guys can, you know, listen to what kind of stuff he can put out for y'all. As soon as I took off my jacket, man, it is super cold. But give you guys a quick little update here before I continue forth with what we are doing today with Joe's car. So the transmission came out right there. It was a little bit of a fight because I don't remember the last time I ever pulled out a transmission with a stock cross member, and because we don't have that much space in the EF engine bay, it's kind of hard to maneuver the tranny out. I'm so used to it with my traction bar, but I pretty much pulled out the axles. This one I didn't pull it out, I just took off the half shaft, the knuckle, pulled it out so it can clear the transmission, and we got it freed up. I'm gonna be swapping the B16 transmission I sold to Joe a couple weeks ago, right here, fully sealed up, fully cleaned up. I'm probably gonna tell him to take this to like one of those steam pressure places and have him clean the hell out of the engine. All of the old axle residue and everything was like getting all over my arms and everything when I was working under here, but regardless, we pulled it out. And another thing too is because the B16 transmission is hydro, this video is proudly not sponsored by Hasport. So right here we have the lever assembly for hydro transmission B series swap. Right here we have Hasport B series hydro swap mounts for EF, and these are, I believe, 62, yep, 62 street. So this is not going to absorb all that vibration into the car and the dashboard and all that. So yeah, I'm going to be swapping all of the motor mounts while I'm doing this, and I think the most pain in the ass one is the one in the back, but the tranny is out so I can, you know, have more room to get to it. This one's easy peasy, and that one just pretty much goes on to the new transmission once it is in the car. I was going through the motor mount box and I forgot that Joe also bought new axle seals right here. And the reason why he has new axle seal is because we talked about this before. This is a hydro transmission, and I believe he has the DA half shaft axle and obviously the cable tranny. And the seals are different because between the two shafts, the DA is actually more bigger, right? So you wouldn't be able to put the half shaft into this sucker right here because it's too small. And if you put a DC in a, you know, DA tranny or a tranny with DA seals, it'll leak. So I'm swapping out the seals right now before I throw the transmission in. I just want to make sure I had everything. Rod bearing, fork, and it's not interchangeable with this guy because this is designed with the lever. Once I get this on, I think that's everything I need to throw this right back in. And also, before I do throw the transmission back in, I have to pull out the T-bracket right there. And the thing about the hydro transmission, they don't use the 17mm bolts anymore. Right here, they actually use 19mm, so I'm gonna have to widen up these holes and then use the corresponding bolts for the transmission and T-bracket. I think that's the only mod, and swap out the rear motor mounts. Alright guys, fast forward about 3 hours now, and earlier from the last clip, Kerry and his fam came over and we were discussing what we were going to do with his four-door as far as finding a tranny, the retune and all of that before next year, because we are trying to go to the track in January. So he came by, we were hanging out a little bit, but when he left, I put the transmission in the car, got all the suspension, axle, everything reinstalled. Just the wheels not on it right now. Clean up all my tools, everything that I'm not using or touching. But the car didn't turn on the first shot because for some reason this decided to break. I'm not sure how, but it was sparking pretty bad. So I took a B series starter from my GSR over there and stuck it in there. It fired over. It sounds good, no leaks, 2.5 quart of manual transmission fluid. Everything's looking spiffy except the header is leaking like crazy. So this is a JG old school exhaust manifold, and it is carb legal right down there. That stud right there is broken in the flange, so it's leaking exhaust pretty bad. And I just dropped the downpipe, right? And I'm gonna pull this header off. I'm gonna try to extract it, if not drill it completely out and just time insert it, just so we can put a third bolt in it and stop it from leaking. I'm gonna try to do that quick, do the valve cover gasket, and then we'll wrap this car up and let Joe know that it's ready to rock and roll so he can come and pick it up when he gets back into town. So normally my method to take out a broken stud or bolt or rusted bolt, whatever, I'd use WD-40 and I'd torch the living crap out of it and then try to break it loose. This case, it didn't work, so what I did was I grinded off that stud right there. There was 2 of them. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to dead center drill that and use my extractor. If not, I'm just gonna drill a whole new hole and just stick a bolt in there. My last resort would be to weld the downpipe completely to this, but I am changing out the valve cover gasket as of right now, so I can apply the RTV in the corners and kind of let that dry up a little bit before we get this sucker back on the car, drop it back on the floor, and I'm gonna take it for a spin, make sure it's all good and gravy, and we'll close out this video. Well guys, the exhaust leak is gone and transmission feels really nice. Clutch engagement is on point with the half-sport actuator, and right now I'm just smelling pretty much all the oil that was on the header when I was working on it. I can't drive it out of the block because I forgot my license. Just listen to it. I don't even have to yell. Super duper quiet. Loving it. Doing 65 miles an hour at 3,500 RPM. Now the miles may be off a little bit because it is a cable-driven speed sensor and an EF, but I can already hear how loud it is at 3,500 RPM, and the trucks are going faster than me. I'm gonna try to get up to 80 miles an hour real quick. Holy shit. We are back home. I missed the all motor life, guys. I really want to take the turbo kit off the car for the time being. Put it back on when we get a new built motor, but I want to like get the wagon running with a stock all motor case set up again so I can go out and enjoy the car rather than let it sit there. The car is ready for pickup. I'm gonna hit up Joe right now. It's been a long ass day, guys, and this took a lot longer than it was supposed to because I like procrastination, and I hope you guys enjoyed it at least. So if you guys did, please hit the like button, and if you guys want to get back on track with the all-wheel drive stuff, please hit the subscribe button, guys. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.